Earlier, I spoke to Karen, a single mom from the East Midlands who's on universal credit, and she told me about the situation she's facing right now.
I'm in receipt of universal credit, and I found out that they're not going to be covering a lot of my rent, and I'm looking at facing eviction, so potentially I'm going to be homeless with my 3 children.
You're going to be homeless when, do you think?
In the next couple of months.
And
this 12 or 2 months.
And this is because universal credit are what, about £300 a month down on what you're actually paying, and the landlord has lost patience.
Yeah.
So you've got just tell me about your kids. You've got 3 children, is that right? At school?
Yeah. All 3 are at school. The youngest is 12, oldest is 16. They actually do have particular needs themselves. I've just come back from a meeting from school. One is undiagnosed autistic. She's the middle one, who's 14. My oldest potentially has ADHD, and my youngest has anxiety.
They're getting, I assume, free school meals. But what happens to you? What happens to them if you are indeed evicted?
Well, I actually don't have anywhere else to go. There isn't anywhere. My children don't see their dads, so it's just me and them.
Give me a more broad picture of your financial situation over the last few years.
So, I came out of a 9-year marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Last March. Always been. We've been okay, but always struggled. But since I left my husband and I had to go on to universal credit, I mean, I was working, but something happened at work that led me not to being at work. So I had to obviously claim universal credit. And since then, I've always been begging, borrowing from Peter to pay Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just always been a constant struggle. I'm on prepayment meters, and when I moved into here, I didn't have a prepayment card, so they had to put it on. They loaned me, I think it was £20, and then from every pound of that, when I'm paying it back, they take 25p of it. So when I'm topping up my meter, and I literally the other day I put £40 on Monday to give me £4 electric, and then the day after it ran out and I had to go into emergency.
Well, we all understand there is an energy crisis on at the moment. What about inflation more generally? Because food prices are going up as well. How much harder have you found things in the last, month or two?
The last month or two has been a massive struggle. My kids are always phoning my mum saying they're hungry, and that upsets me because I'm doing my best to do the food shop. I'm doing, I had £60 on Saturday to do a food shop, and it didn't even cover a week. It literally did 3 days.
Now, I think that on Saturday night, you sort of settled down and you looked at all the numbers, you looked at your financial situation. What happened then?
When I saw what I was getting for the month, and I saw that I'd literally going to be living off £300, because I'd have to pay my rent out of what I get. So universal credit will cover £475. My rent is £795. And out of what I get, it was going to leave me £300 to put gas, electric, buy food, pay, a percentage of my council tax, all the other bills that are going up.
And is that possible? Is that possible?
No. Not at all. So when I woke up Sunday, I hit rock bottom with my depression. I couldn't snap out of it. And it was only talking to friends till 4:30 this morning that, I snapped out of it a little bit. Like I feel happier today. I'm so down, but obviously I still worry about what's going to happen and where I'm going to be in 2 months.